Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Lisa Campos, Community Affairs Director with your Positively Tampa Bay. It's a tradition here at ABC Action News to bring you holiday message from our troops overseas. We show the short video clips of the troops throughout the month of December. They're 30-second sound bites, as we call them, and they're sent to us from troops around the world with ties to the Tampa Bay area. Today, we want to introduce you to a team of folks who took their message of hope to the troops overseas. We welcome to our studios this afternoon the team from OSI Restaurant Partners, more commonly known as the Outback. We have Brian Poole, who's the National Director of Training. We have David Alvarado, who is the Vice President of the company. And in the center, we have Shannon Black, who's with the marketing team. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
You all got to participate in what I think is a life-changing experience, Operation Feeding Freedom, where you went out and visited the troops. Ladies first. Shannon, describe for us the trip and what it was like.
Well, the trip was absolutely amazing. It was a wonderful chance to give back to the troops who are fighting for us every day. It was an 18-day trip with 28 volunteers, and it was an unbelievable experience to give them a taste of home while they're fighting for our country.
What part of Afghanistan were you in?
We went to Camp Leatherneck and to Camp Dwyer.
Wow. And Brian, what was it like when the troops catch the first smell, wonderful aroma of the blooming onion?
You know, it was funny. At one of the dining facilities, I had a bunch of Marines run up and say, "Is it true? We heard that there was blooming onions going to be served right here." And I said, "Yes." And they just got off the plane and they ran back to get showered up and they were sprinting to the dining facility. So it was such a great thing for them to experience that.
How many troops were you able to visit with during your stay?
We fed a total of 38,000 troops.
Oh my gosh!
So it was, you know, it was an unbelievable experience to be able to interact with all those individuals that are fighting for our freedom. So.
David, how long was your stay, and tell us what you thought of it?
Well, our stay was 18 days, and it is a life-changing experience, you know, to just fly over there and be escorted by the military. You know, we started in Kyrgyzstan at the Manas Air Base, which is a gateway in Afghanistan where the soldiers are coming in and out. Fed 6,000 there, then to go into Afghanistan and feed at Camp Leatherneck and Camp Delaram and Camp Dwyer. You know, it's a huge amount of people to feed, but I think the best part about it is just interacting with the troops. You know, they want to know where you're from. They want to know what's going on with football. They want to know what's going on in their old hometown.
They want their updates from home.
Absolutely. So when they find out somebody's from Cleveland or from Michigan, they start grabbing all their friends, and they kind of want to know, hey, is it, you know, what's going on at the mall, or how's a local high school football team doing?
That's great.
That's really the best part. It's just to give them a little shot of home.
And it seems like they were not shy at all about how they expressed their thanks. You all brought in big banners with the Outback and Carrabba's sign on them, and they signed it for you. We've got close-ups of the banner. It's really cool to see their names, and Corporal and Semper Fi, which clearly Marines wrote all over, and it's so nice to be able to share that now with the folks who visit the restaurants.
I think that was their way of kind of saying thank you. You know, they all want to do their part, so they all signed our banners and came over and shook our hands whenever we could. So we're really glad that we're able to bring, you know, these banners back and share them with family and friends and show everybody that, you know, this is where we were at.
And Shannon, real quick before we run out of time, this is not the first time that Outback does this, correct?
That's correct. It's part of Outback's and OSI Restaurant Partners' ongoing commitment to support the troops. This is the 8th year that we have done the trip, and to date we have 167,000 soldiers have been served a taste of home.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your stories with us and the pictures and all these items. If you at home would like to learn more about Operation Feeding Freedom, please visit the Outback website. It's www.outback.com. Thanks for watching, everybody, and happy holidays.